Okay, hello everyone, and today I'm going to be talking about one thing, which is emotions and multiple of them, and how to deal with each emotion. From my learning abilities and whatnot. Also, I need to keep my hand here because I need to keep this cat sitting here to make sure she doesn't leave because she's been weird and she doesn't want to lay down without me. So first, I want to talk about anger. So when someone's angry or enraged or something like that, I think the best thing to do is keep them in a calm voice, nice, deep, put it into a little deeper voice, slow down your words, and talk about why they're angry. And then if it's something that you can make fun of, then you can make fun of whatever they're angry or laugh at it. If it's like something like at family, then you can talk about the future and what you can do, or in the present what you can do. With anger, you have to talk about what they physically can do and to try to keep them calm and whatnot, and try to make them breathe, because breathing, that's what really does help, because it slows a lot of things down because they focus on breathing more than their actual anger. And next is gonna be sadness or depression. I'm only going to be talking about each one for a minute, and just give you the basics. So next is depression, sadness, stuff like that. So what I learned that you also have to do another calm and easy going voice, and if you're if you're in person with them, then I would recommend get back here. I would recommend holding them and talking about them, and try to talk about the situation they're in, and try to make them see the brighter side of it. Are you okay, Mama? Why I like that? Sorry, but yeah, you have to make them look on the bright side of it, and what to do with their sadness and depression. Also, another thing to do is try to cheer them up by giving them gifts, compliments, and overall just trying to be a very, very supportive person. Never try to talk over them or let them speak, and you don't only put in your input if they so want you to, and mainly make it about them when they're in their sad or depression state, because and if some of the depression can come from no one listening to them or anything like that. So I would think it would be a very good thing to always listen and talk when they say you can talk, or when they let you talk. Next, I guess we can go into a basic normal one, which is happiness, and everyone knows how to handle happiness, but some people actually don't, because sometimes you make a happy person into an angry or sad person by making a joke or stuff like that. So with happiness, just be a nice, cheery person, use the humor they like, be good and positive, and never try to be depressed, or no, but don't try to like bring down the mood on purpose or say things that are not necessary unless you want to go and talk to them. Because if you're just hanging out with friends, and you bring it up out of nowhere, then it might be a little tough. But if you go and talk to them, it would be better if you're in like a depressed state. If that's why I'm saying don't be like depressed around your friends unless you go and ask them. So that one's pretty obvious. And I want to do another thing with emotion. Is that emotion is wild. Emotions are very wild, and a slight mishap can change everything. Your day can go to being a nice happy day to then being in trouble for something you didn't do. Then you become angry and sad. And I only want to talk about like the two main emotions. I just want to talk about those two, so you're not going to see much, but I'm going to talk about them. Emotions can come out of nowhere, and you always have to be ready for them. So you have to be, when someone has a switch up in emotions, you have to switch up immediately, because you can't just try to use one. You can't just keep using happy side with an angry side, because that can make them more angry, because they might think you're not caring. And especially with girls, because of their, time of the month. So you have to be well, not really month, because I think most girls stay home when they get their time of the month, but especially with girls, they can get it, and also guys can be very emotional if you crack the code. Which I mean, like, if you can get into a lot of their shells. A lot of guys don't have a pretty tough shell, so they don't want anyone to see. But if you can get into there, you can see any emotion you really want as long as you talk to them. So if you talking to also girls I think are a lot more emotional when guys try to hide it. So the girl, you can easily talk to them about it, but you have to be more careful because girls are emotional more than guys, so they can get more switched up. Guys, they will actually, I think, become more angry, some of them, when you try to like talk to them about it, because a lot of men think that they have to be tough and strong, so no emotion, no fear, no nothing. So they are a lot more defensive, but when you can get in there, they immediately let you do whatever you want with their emotions. But one thing, and I wanted to put this one thing out, don't ever toy with someone, and especially with their emotions, because emotions can drive people to insane lengths or make them burn out. And there's a lot of bad people, or you might think it's funny or stuff like that. Never play with someone's emotions, because that's fucked up, and it's never needed for it, unless they deserve it. And I mean deserve it, I mean really deserve it. Like, like they did something very vile. Then you can do whatever you want to that kind of person. But never toy someone's emotions, because that can drive them to do things that they shouldn't have done in the first place. And I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Yeah, I think this was a pretty good rant all in all. And thank you for everyone that's gonna be watching this. My Discord friends and my friends in real life. I hope you enjoyed this rant, and thank you for your time.